Hi ladies, welcome back to Full-Time Baby Making Mania. Today we're actually going to be talking about a product that I have come to love and adore throughout my trying to conceive journey. And I'm actually going to be doing an unboxing of this item for you today.
Cut.
I'm actually going to be doing an unboxing of this item for you today and showing you exactly what comes in a kit if you decide to purchase one of these, describing everything that comes in the kit and doing a short tutorial on how to use all of the little things that come inside of this little package when you receive it. Now, this is not actually going to be a true unboxing, as my husband decided to commit a federal offense this morning and open up my mail, so this was already open before it got into my hands. But I did leave the package intact because he left it alone after he realized that it was not for him. And the product that we're going to be talking about today is actually pregnancy test. These are very sensitive 10 MIU pregnancy testing strips from a company called SurePredict. They come in a little plastic bag like this, and when you open up the package, you will have a bag that contains the testing strips. You will have a sticker that comes with it to remind you of where you got those strips from so that you will be able to purchase them again. It comes with full and very comprehensive instructions that, if you're familiar with the WANFO instructions, then these are pretty similar to the instructions that come with the WANFOs. Now, like I said before, these are actually 10 MIU tests, and from my experience, unlike a lot of the tests that you find on eBay and Amazon that claim to be 10 MIU and are actually not, this company actually does quality control and produces tests that are very high quality, and they actually are a sensitivity of 10 MIU. Now, you have your instructions, the nice little sticker that they give you to remind you of where to go again to purchase this product after you've used it, and I'm sure you will love it because I absolutely adore these, and they are essential for me every single cycle. I normally order a package of like 40 of them every month because I start early testing. So if you're not an early tester, you won't need that many of them. But if you're somebody like me who starts testing at like 5 DPO, then you're going to need about 40 of them because I test like 3 or 4 times a day as well. So, you know, call me crazy, but I keep thinking that if maybe the next time when I get a urine sample, that a line will pop up on that test. And of course it doesn't, so I continue testing and wasting more tests and continue on and so forth, as I know that I'm not the only one, because I'm part of plenty of trying to conceive community forums, and I'm not the only pee on a stick addict out there. So, in the comments, actually, if you are a pee on a stick addict, I would actually appreciate if you ladies left pictures of what your pregnancy test stash looks like, and I will upload a photo of mine. Actually, if you can't post a picture in the YouTube comments, I will leave in the description box a link to our sister group that is on Facebook, and on Facebook you can upload a picture of your fertility stash, and that's where we will share all of our pianistic addictions and how many pregnancy tests we all have, and just make a fun game of it and see what everybody has. Now, something that I really, really loved about this company that none of the other companies did when I started buying pregnancy testing strips was that they include a testing card for you to put your strip on when you test. Now, this card is made of a nice, thick, durable cardstock. It looks like this. And basically what you do is after you have dipped your strip, you place your strip here, and on each side of where you have placed your strip, and these are actual size as well, the test strip is going to fit perfectly into the diagram. And that's something else that I really love about this card, is that there's no, I know with some of the internet cheapies that I have, I always wonder where the test line is supposed to be coming up at, where I'm supposed to be looking. And is it supposed to be this close to the control line, or is it one of the tests that's way further away? And I really love about this card that they did an actual size for the test, and the lines are exactly where they are on a real test. So when you stick your testing strip here, your control line is going to come up exactly where it shows your control line, and it has a photo of what a negative pregnancy test will look like and a photo of what a positive pregnancy test will look like. And I really love that they added, exactly where that testing line should come up, because it doesn't leave you wondering, where is that strip supposed to pop up at? Because I know that's something that I do with the cheapy internet test. It also has on here their the name of their company, the 800 number to get a hold of them, and their website. So this card is pretty much all inclusive. So if you have any problems, you can reach out to them, because they have put the information to contact them on the card itself. I really love this card, and I actually use it with some of my other tests that are the same size as these Sure Predict test. Now, what we're going to do is open up one of these. They come in the same foil package as most of your strip tests do. It even has, your ordinary instructions on the back, but it does come with full and comprehensive detailed instructions as well. You rip open the foil packet. Inside, you're going to find the same thing that you find in every single strip packet that comes in a foil packet, is the little silicone package to keep it nice and dry, and you're going to find a testing strip. This is what the testing strip looks like. Has a blue handle, has white HCG. It shows you exactly how far to dip the strip. These tests have a really good amount of dye in them. They come up with a nice and dark control line, and they're just really great all around. They're actually 10 MIU, and that's what I love about this company, is that they have produced a quality test that actually works, and they're not advertising something that is not genuine like a lot of the other companies out there that I have found You know, they say that their tests are 10 MIU or 20 or 25, and that really is not the case at all, and they are not sensitive at all. A lot of those tests that say that they're early tests, you won't even get a faint line on them until after, like until the day your period is due or even after that. And this has been proven time and time again on community forums all over the world. Women see it every day. So basically what you're going to do is you would take your urine sample and dip your strip in. Now, it says on the back of the thing it says 5 seconds, and I'm going to make sure that it says the same thing on the other instructions. These instructions say 3 seconds. The back of the package says 5 seconds. So I think 3 to 7 seconds is a good, starting point. It's not really that big of a deal if you leave it dipped in there for a few more seconds than what your instructions say. It's not going to make a difference, and it's not going to make your test effective unless you just hold it in there for like a whole minute or something and completely oversaturate that test. 1 or 2 seconds isn't going to make a big difference. All you really want to do is make sure that you have put it in there and that it has absorbed enough urine that it has made the dye start to come across the test. Now, what it says is dip 3 to 5 seconds. Then what you're going to do is place your strip. I have it backwards. I'm going to show you how this fits on here perfectly. You're going to place your strip right there in the center of this card. So, as you're watching it develop, your control line is going to come up exactly where it says the control line is going to be. And if you are indeed pregnant, then a test line will come up where the pregnancy testing antibody strip is. Now what we're going to do is actually pause recording right now, and then we're going to do an up-close actual live pregnancy test using one of these so I can show you guys exactly how they work. I'll be right back in a second, ladies. Hi ladies, we're actually back with the SurePredict live tutorial with the 10 MIU pregnancy test. I wanted to show you guys this sticker / card that they send with their kits. It actually says on here that they are the most sensitive at-home HCG test with a level of 10 MIU, and it detects pregnancy up to 2 days sooner than other tests. And I believe what they mean by that, the 2 days sooner than other tests, is 2 days sooner than like what an FRER would give you, which is already an early test. This company also makes ovulation test, so that is something that I will be showing you guys and doing some videos about as well, but that is to come in the future. So right now we actually have their little card set up, and I'm going to, now that I'm 10 DPO, take one of their strips and dip it into my most recent urine sample. So not only is this actually a live demonstration of how to use this test, it is actually a real pregnancy test at 10 DPO. We're not just using urine that there's no possibility that a positive result could come up. Now, as you can see, when that dye ran across, there is quite a bit of dye in these. So if a line was to come up, you're definitely going to see it. I know that you guys have bought other testing strips that when you see the dye run across, there's really not a whole lot of dye, or the dye is really light in color. And the quality of the dye really does make a difference with how good the test is and how easy it's going to be to read once your testing time is over. Actually, one of my hairs has somehow gotten into the shot. Now, according to the instructions, it says to read the results in 5 minutes. Do not read the results after more than 5 minutes. And the back of the foil says read results in 5 minutes, which that's a little bit different than most pregnancy testing strips that I've used before, and most of them say you can read them within 3 to 5 minutes and not to read them after 10 minutes. So these tests are actually CLIA waived, which they have to go through some pretty strenuous and strict quality control testing to be able to get that stamped onto their testing material. So, and you're not going to see that on a lot of the internet cheapy testing strips that you get off of eBay and Amazon. So that right there tells you that these are of very good quality. They're just looking at their instructions right now. There's actually quite a bit of information in here that tells you exactly how the test works. It says that the HCG is a hormone produced by the developing placenta shortly after conception and secreted into the urine. The pregnancy test contains antibodies which specifically react with this hormone. When the strip is immersed into a urine specimen, capillary action carries the specimen to migrate along the membrane. When HCG in the sample reaches the test zone region of the membrane, it will form a colored line. Absence of this colored line suggests a negative result. To serve as a procedure control, a colored line will always appear at the control zone region if the test has been performed properly. Now, they have on the back of the instructions limitations to their test, and a little bit of a Q&A Um, Says the limitations of the test: if a urine sample is too dilute, low specific gravity, it may not contain a representative level of HCG. If pregnancy is still suspected, another urine specimen should be collected 48 hours later and retested. Low concentration of HCG in very early pregnancy can give a negative result. In this case, another specimen should be obtained at least 48 hours later and tested. Elevated levels of HCG can be caused by a few conditions other than pregnancy. Therefore, the presence of HCG in urine specimen should not be used to diagnose pregnancy unless these conditions have been ruled out. A normal pregnancy cannot be distinguished from an ectopic pregnancy based on HCG levels alone, and spontaneous miscarriage may cause confusion in interpreting test results. Sterility treatments based on HCG may cause false results. And their Q&A, there is much difference between the control lines of two tests. Is this a concern? No, variations in the color of the control band will not affect the test result. 2. Can test results be interpreted after more than 5 minutes? No. Test results must be read in 5 minutes. Though a positive result should not change for several days, a negative result may change to a false positive within minutes after the end of the testing period, which would not be an accurate reading. It is always best to read the results at the 5-minute testing period and then discard the test to avoid confusion. 3. A pink background color and vertical streaking appeared in the result area during the testing period. Is this a concern? No. Each urine sample will vary in its chemical makeup, as will the humidity of the air in your room. Such variations in physical conditions can cause the vertical streaking and or the pink rose background color, but will not affect the test results. As long as the control band appears within 5 minutes, the test is working properly. To store these properly, keep them away from sunlight. Store between 4 and 30 degrees Celsius. Keep dry and do not reuse test. So they have some pretty good instructions and information in their directions that come with the test. Now, it has been 5 minutes. I'm going to pick this up and take a closer look at it. I don't know, you guys. I think that I see the teeniest, tiniest hint of a line. In the test area of the test. So it looks like we're going to have to test with these again tomorrow, because I'm actually seeing a little bit of a squinter on there, which I'm actually kind of surprised. I don't think that you guys are going to be able to see it because it's so faint. I'm going to try to get the camera to focus to see if you can see what I'm talking about. But I don't think that it's going to let me. Let me see if I can. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm talking about or not. But I do see like just the faintest hint of a line in the testing area, which sometimes I do get shadow lines. I think I have a higher non-pregnant HCG level than most women, which is a 0. And that could explain why I get a lot of shadow lines on tests. But that is how you use these tests. I'm going to classify this as a negative result. And as you can see, that dye has cleared out nice and clear. There's a nice clear control line on there. If you stick it over here next to the negative test, it looks exactly the same as the diagram that they have on there. Really love these cards. These tests are really great. I will leave a link in the description box as to where you can purchase these tests, as well as their ovulation test. And thank you for watching this. If you found this video informative or you just enjoyed watching it, please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Each and every one of you mean a whole lot to me, and every single one of you that thumbs up and subscribe to this channel and leave feedback and comments down in the comment section, it really means a lot to me. I would like to engage with my audience a lot more, so please, you know, if there's a video that you guys would like to see me do, or something that you enjoyed watching that you would like to see more of, you know, leave your feedback down there in that comment section, and I will definitely get reply to anything and everything that is left down there. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, and I will see you ladies soon. Hope you have a